Well, everybody, for one final time, welcome to the Wednesday Nights' Bi-Weekly Delight. Welcome to the Black and Gold brand. Welcome to the last ever episode of NXT. How are y'all doing? My name is Dominic, of course, behind the commentary table. And as I just mentioned, this is going to be the final episode of NXT before, of course, NXT TakeOver the end, the final TakeOver event in the brand's history. However, right now, that man, Noam Dar, the submission specialist, the incredibly hard striker, is looking to finish off his time in NXT on a high note as he goes one-on-one to kick off the show with the current NXT champion, Velveteen Dream. Okay, it's going to be the submission stylings. It is going to be the hard kicks of Noam Dar versus the spotlight stealing performance of Velveteen Dream. Will that man Noam Dar be able to defeat the current champion, or will Velveteen Dream be able to go into his main event at NXT TakeOver the end with a bit of momentum as he is set to battle none other than Keith Lee? Okay, and sure, even though this is the final episode of NXT, you're not going to want to miss it. There's going to be a lot of interesting things happening here tonight. We're going to be hearing from the Rated R superstar, the SmackDown General Manager, Edge, about the Fatal 4-Way ladder match he announced a few episodes ago. We've got Mia Yim taking on Rhea Ripley in the Bianca Belair Invitational Tournament Final. And of course, we've got a hell of a main event featuring the challenger for that man's NXT champion, Keith Lee, as he's set to go one-on-one with Matt Riddle. As Velveteen Dream makes his way to the ring, looking out at the crowd perhaps for one last time here in Full Sail. He knows that he is going to want to steal the show, just like how he steals pretty much every show that he's been on since the first event in NXT that he was involved in, of course, very early on. One of the first competitors here in NXT to join the brand. Okay, fighting, of course, for the NXT title in a fatal 4-way battle back at Backlash a little over a year ago. In fact, a little over a year and a half ago. Okay, fighting in a fatal 4-way. It was Dream. It was Andrade. It was Lars Sullivan. It was Cassius Ohno. And right now, Velveteen Dream, he has shocked the world. He has stolen the spotlight. And tonight, he is looking to steal a win from Noam Dar. Will he be able to do it? Or will Noam Dar end this unsuccessful streak of NXT losses in a match against the champion? Oh wait, right out of the gate. Running towards him, leaping into the air. One. No, and only a one count there. Running into the neckbreaker, Velveteen Dream. I don't think he was quite expecting that. Typically, Noam Dar, a bit slow, a bit methodical, liking to work over, the individual body parts of his opponent. And it's right now, Velveteen Dream. Wait a second, the champion caught in that leg lock here, looking to tap out. The champion does Noam Dar. As Velveteen, he's reaching now. He's in the middle of the ring. However, he kicks out of it right to the face of Noam Dar. However, he gets up there. Oh, and then another kick for good measure. This time a super kick to Noam Dar. As now Velveteen Dream. There you see now it's his turn to try to slow down the pace. Okay, Velveteen Dream. He is a very unique competitor when it comes to his in-ring competition. Okay, a very show-offy style competitor. He likes to get into the mind of his opponents. However, when it comes to battling, he can go either very quick or very slow. Okay, he can be a fast-paced worker or a methodical competitor. As right now, Noam Dar goes for a powerbomb position, but Velveteen Dream gets out of it with the strikes. Then another strike for good measure by the champion. And you gotta think Keith Lee, wherever he is right now, as he's perhaps getting ready for his match against Matt Riddle later on tonight. You gotta think that he's watching this one, trying to figure out some sort of a weak point for Velveteen Dream. Oh, and then a punch right to the back for good measure. As Dream is trying to get a bit of a workout perhaps against Noam Dar, as he's trying to work out a way to defeat him here tonight. As now once again there you see the cockiness, the show-offy nature of Velveteen Dream as he looks down towards the crowd before watching 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count before watching Noam Dar get slammed into the mat with that spine buster there, float over into the pinfall. Okay, Velveteen Dream, he makes it look so crisp as he just kicks Noam Dar in the face over and over again here on NXT. Once again, I want to thank each and every one of you who may be watching this right now for tuning in to the final NXT episode. Okay, the support that you guys have shown towards NXT ever since the announcement that NXT was shutting its doors for the last time. Oh, his Dream with the Dream Valley Driver has been absolutely remarkable. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. As I was saying, okay, the support has been very much appreciated as Noam Dar somehow kicks out of that Dream Valley Driver. Velveteen Dream trying to figure out a way to take him down for good permanently here on NXT. Oh God, as Velveteen gets sent into the air. 1, 2, no, off the top turnbuckle there with the arm drag. Noam Dar very quick to take down the Dream off the top turnbuckle. Okay, wasting very little motion. As now, oh, with the knee right to the face of the champion. And now he's not done focusing on the individual body parts of Velveteen Dream. Okay, goes after the face, goes after the arm, and now goes after the leg of the champion. Okay, Noam Dar, he knows that even though he's a very unique competitor, even though he puts on tremendous performances against pretty much anybody in NXT, he knows as well that those epic performances are not followed up with a victory for the Scottish Supernova, and tonight he's looking to gain a victory here against the Dream. Oh, and then a kick right to the knee. To quote the old phrase, trying to kick the leg out of his leg as Velveteen, the NXT champion, is not looking too good here. As now, oh, he goes for a running forearm attack probably. However, Velveteen Dream has it scouted with the uppercut there. Oh, and then again, right to the leg, right to the knee of his opponent. And then a kick right to the stomach. And Noam Dar now, he sees this as an opportunity, throwing him into the corner. Oh, and then a slap to the chest, a slap to the throat perhaps, as he takes him down there. And Noam Dar, once again controlling the matchup. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count. Okay, bringing Velveteen Dream to the mat. As Noam Dar, if he wants to gain any sort of success, he has to keep Velveteen Dream on the mat with that running knee right to the side of the head. And Noam Dar goes for a kick, but once again, Velveteen Dream, he gets up. However, Noam Dar quick on the draw, ducking underneath the clothesline before a very unique running attack there, kicking Velveteen Dream right in the leg again. It definitely seems to be a focus for Noam Dar, as there you see the Scottish Sicko. Okay, goes for the clothesline. Velveteen Dream has it scouted, but he doesn't have the clothesline to the back of the head scouted. And right now, speaking of attacks on the head, he could be setting up for that Enziguri finisher. Perhaps not, as Velveteen Dream, he gets out of it out of nowhere, in a second Dream Valley Driver connecting. A second one connecting as he goes up to the top here. Velveteen sees this as an opportunity. Oh, as he takes him down right to the heart with the elbow. 1, 2, 3, and the Purple Rainmaker by that man, the NXT champion, proves again why he is indeed the champion of this incredible brand of incredible athletes. Okay, Noam Dar proving to the world that he is indeed an incredible athlete. Okay, putting up a hell of a fight against Velveteen Dream. But in the end, Velveteen shocking the world, proving to the world why he is the champion. As on the final episode of NXT, the current NXT champion gains a victory to kick off the show. Velveteen, there you see him, looking red hot, going into NXT TakeOver the end. Will he beat Keith Lee at the show, or will Keith Lee somehow defeat the champion? Only time will tell. However, Bianca Belair, the currently undefeated Bianca Belair, is also set to have a match at NXT TakeOver the end. But who will her opponents be? We're going to find that out later on, as Rhea Ripley is set to take on Mia Yim in the tournament final to see who will fight Belair at TakeOver the end. And that's not all, because of course, I mentioned it earlier, at TakeOver the end, Velveteen Dream has a matchup against Keith Lee. However, Keith Lee, as he is one of the hottest individuals here in NXT, is looking to defeat another incredibly exciting performer in Matt Riddle in our main event of the evening. But now, let me turn your attention to SmackDown's general manager, Edge. Whoa, what a lineup, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're going to have a fatal 4-way ladder match, and the winner gets to go immediately drafted to SmackDown. And it seems that the 4 participants, as we just learned, are going to be Bobby Lashley, Cassius Ohno, Andrade Cien Almas, and Cedric Alexander. Well, I don't know about you, but in my opinion, that is an incredible lineup that is set to hold one hell of a fatal 4-way ladder match brawl. However, right now, one of those 4 participants, Bobby Lashley, is in action against that man, Ricochet. Okay, it's gonna be a battle of Ricochet's great speed and Bobby Lashley's tremendous power. Will Ricochet do it? Or will Bobby Lashley go into that fatal 4-way ladder match with a lot of momentum? We're going to have to find out in just a few moments, as Ricochet, he wants to represent NXT on its final episode in a big way. Okay, he's a former NXT champion. He's a man who, during his title run, had a tremendous reign. Okay, he beat the likes of Tyler Bate, Andrade Cien Almas, Velveteen Dream, and the list goes on. His bouts against those tremendous competitors have been arguably some of the best in NXT history. And right now, Ricochet, he's about to be in action against that man, another great competitor, Bobby Lashley, as of course Lio Rush is deciding to join Lashley on his way to the ring. The almighty Bobby Lashley is looking for a fight. Okay, and as he knows now, he will be joining a fatal 4-way ladder match for NXT TakeOver The End. And right now, Bobby Lashley, he wants to prove to Cedric, he wants to prove to Andrade, he wants to prove to Ono that he is perhaps the most dangerous man going into that matchup. And perhaps if Bobby Lashley wins it, he will become one of the most dangerous men on SmackDown. But right now, Bobby Lashley is looking for a fight, and he's getting it here tonight against Ricochet. Okay, Bobby Lashley looking out towards the crowd. He's ready for this matchup. Ricochet, he's got to figure out a way to somehow dodge Bobby Lashley's tremendous speed and power combination. Ricochet, in my opinion, one of the best aerodynamic competitors in NXT today. As right now, Ricochet immediately... Oh, what the strike by Bobby Lashley! Strikes back with the elbows right to the back of the skull. And here we go, Lashley continuing the fight now, but Ricochet, he kicks him in the gut. And then another strike there. And Ricochet... Oh, wait a second, gets thrown to the outside. Ricochet, seeing that as an opportunity to send Bobby Lashley to the outside. And Bobby Lashley now is the one in the ring, staring down at Ricochet, taunting NXT's resident high flyer, the former champion. And Ricochet now enters the ring, and Bobby Lashley once again taunting that man Ricochet. As right now, Ricochet, he bounces off the ropes, and oh my god, Lashley. 1, 2... No, only a 2 count. What velocity there by Bobby Lashley, sending Ricochet into the mat. Okay, Lashley, sure, he may be known for his power advantage. Oh! However, he is also a very quick competitor for a man of his size. Okay, in my opinion, Bobby Lashley has been one of the key players here in NXT to never win a title. And right now, Ricochet, a man who has become champion, gets taken down. And Lashley now is looking to continue the offense as he taunts the crowd, but Ricochet's behind him, and Bobby Lashley doesn't realize it, but now he does as the top of his skull gets sent down into the mat as Lashley gets up, and Ricochet, look at that! The incredible agility of Ricochet on display, and oh god, he ain't done as now he sends himself to the outside, flying onto Lashley. And Ricochet flying around the ring here tonight. And he ain't done as he bounces off the top rope with that uppercut. One. No, and only a 1 count, however, following those incredible maneuvers by Ricochet. That just shows how incredibly difficult it is to defeat a man like Bobby Lashley, as Lashley ain't done, bouncing his face off the top turnbuckle, and he ain't done there as he bounces his head off the canvas. And Lashley now looks down at Ricochet as now he sends Ricochet flying again. This time, however, Ricochet, he just lands once again on the mat's back first with that belly to belly, sending him from the outside of the ring all the way back inside. What incredible power by Bobby Lashley, as you just saw. Now, oh god, look at this. He ain't done. He ain't done showing off that raw power as he takes down Ricochet. And there you see once again Bobby Lashley taunting the crowd, showing off his muscles here. Okay, we get it. You're incredibly powerful. You're incredibly strong, as he just keeps throwing around Ricochet here tonight. But Ricochet trying to fight back here. Sends him into the corner, perhaps. Oh, goes for a drop kick. Bobby Lashley gets out of it in the final second. As right now, Ricochet, takes down Lashley. Looking to continue the pressure, trying to build himself up right now as Bobby Lashley has been very dominant throughout the majority of this matchup. Ricochet, however, now with the strikes, trying to go after him here. Bounces him off the ropes, goes for a kick. Bobby Lashley reverses it. And then, oh, look at that, and the power again on display with that German suplex. My God. Bobby Lashley once again sends him flying, and he hasn't even really broken a sweat here, as Ricochet trying to fight back now. Bobby Lashley, he ain't looking so hot, as he has a drop kick there on the strikes again by Ricochet. However, now it's Ricochet taunting Bobby Lashley, perhaps trying to get into the mind of Bobby Lashley, trying to, play a few mind games, but now he goes for a running kick, and Ricochet, and Lashley trading blows here. Okay, back and forth right now between these two men, as Lashley gets sent into the corner, goes for a running boot, and once again, Ricochet just unable to hit that running kick, and Bobby Lashley now turns around, to catch Ricochet there, as he picks him up, and oh God, look at this, Ricochet, he's trapped, in the clutches of Bobby Lashley, lifting him up into the air, before taking him down once again. There you see, just taunting the arena here, taunting Full Sail here in Orlando, as Ricochet gets sent into the corner once again, bouncing off of it, but Ricochet trying to fight back here. Bobby Lashley now not looking so good, as here we go, Ricochet seems to have something in mind. The Tiger Fang kick there. Okay, perhaps trying to, take inspiration from Raw's, resident luchador, Rey Mysterio, before that neck breaker into the ring. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. And Ricochet now trying to figure out a way to keep Bobby Lashley down, but I don't know if he can. Honestly, I don't know if he can. And Bobby Lashley now trying to fight back with the back elbow once again, and then a kick to the stomach. And now here we go. Bobby Lashley, perhaps going for a German suplex once again. Ricochet, however, hitting him with those back elbows, trying to fight back. And now Lashley, there you see, just uses his power, setting him down, and once again taunting Ricochet, who gets up, goes for a kick, perhaps a super kick, but instead, back and forth we see these two men go. And now, wait a second, what is this? What is this? With the kick right to the side of the head, and Bobby Lashley gets taken down there. Fireman's carry into the kick. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. However, oh my God, there you see Bobby Lashley. He just gets up. He just takes a kick to the face, and then he gets up like it's nothing. As Lashley trying to fight the quick and agile Ricochet here, as Ricochet goes after him here, grabs the arm, trying to take him down, perhaps trying to wear down the almighty. However, Bobby Lashley uses those fists right to the gut. No, wait a second. Wait a second. Dominator connecting, my God, out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3. And Ricochet just kicks out. Ricochet somehow getting the shoulder up, following the Dominator, and Bobby Lashley can't believe it, and he looks a bit pissed off because of it. As Lashley sends Ricochet into the corner, goes for a punch. Ricochet, however, has it well scouted, and now what is this? Ricochet, God, with the dropkick into the corner, taking some inspiration perhaps from the former Universal Champion Finn Balor, and Ricochet now 630. I guarantee you Finn Balor can't do that. 1, 2, 3, and Ricochet. Okay, what an impressive performance by both men. Okay, no, neither of them have anything to be ashamed about here. Bobby Lashley, for a majority of the matchup, in my opinion, absolutely dominated Ricochet. Okay, a good showcase for him. However, in the end, Ricochet dropkick into the corner, and then, of course, the 630. Absolutely brutal by Ricochet. What a combination, as Ricochet kicks out of a Dominator. Bobby Lashley proving what he can do in the ring, but Ricochet, in the end, just that little bit better. here tonight. And wait, hold on a second. Well, Ricochet trying to celebrate the victory, but hold on. It seems as though the man who seems to have been having a back and forth backstage with Ricochet, Matt Riddle, is in the house. Okay, of course, we knew Matt Riddle was going to be here. Later on tonight, he's going to be competing in our main event, but it seems as though Matt Riddle has decided to interrupt the celebration of Ricochet following that impressive victory. What does Matt Riddle have to say? Well, NXT TakeOver the End is just getting bigger and bigger with each episode as another match has just been announced. Two of perhaps the best competitors in NXT today are going to be battling. It's going to be Matt Riddle and Ricochet. As you just saw by that handshake, there's a bit of tension between the two men. Both men want to see who is the best in NXT, and we're going to find it out this Sunday, August 2nd. You're not going to want to miss it. 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. Ricochet, Matt Riddle. What a hell of a match that is set to be. However, right now, it's time to see who else will be competing at NXT TakeOver the End. It's going to be that woman right there, Mia Yim, versus Rhea Ripley. The winner will go on to NXT TakeOver the End to fight the undefeated Bianca Belair. Will it be that woman, Mia Yim, who's had a lot of history with Belair, okay, having, in my opinion, the show-stealing match back at NXT TakeOver New York with the Bianca Belair. Okay, it was the start of the show, and ladies and gentlemen, in my opinion, it was one hell of a start between those two women, Mia Yim and Bianca Belair. Obviously, Belair picked up the victory over Mia Yim, but that's not the point. The point is Mia Yim has probably been the closest woman to break the undefeated streak of Bianca Belair. However, Bianca Belair also knows that Mia Yim's opponent, perhaps the fastest rising female competitor in NXT today, could end up defeating not only Mia Yim, but also potentially the streak of Belair. Of course, Rhea Ripley debuting in this very tournament just a few episodes ago and has slowly become one of the fastest and hottest rising stars in the women's division. Okay, she has had a hell of a first impression, and let's see if she can continue that momentum that she has been building. Let's see if this snowball can just keep on going and rotating, building and building, getting bigger and bigger to perhaps defeating Bianca Belair at TakeOver. However, Rhea Ripley, she also knows that this is perhaps the biggest match in her career. And tonight, we might just watch her crack underneath the pressure as she goes up against Mia Yim. The crowd chanting NXT, as this is the final NXT female matchup in the show's history before TakeOver. Goes for the cover, however, one. No, and only a 1 count, following the backstabber there by Rhea Ripley. As Mia Yim, oh look at that, tripping up Rhea. One. No, and only a 1 count. Both women trying to get a victory. Both women want to be on that final TakeOver event in history. And oh, look at this. Mia Yim, look at this. Mia Yim, not particularly one to do a bear hug, however. Oh, Rhea Ripley trying to fight back. Wait, now it's Rhea? Now it's Rhea trying to get a submission victory, and we haven't particularly seen her hit any submission holds since joining NXT. Okay, both women a bit unorthodox within their own matches. However, right now, Rhea Ripley, oh, wait a second, gets taken down. Mia Yim goes for a cover here, one. No, only a 1 count. And when I say unorthodox, I mean for them. Okay, Mia Yim hitting a bear hug, not particularly something that she normally does. She's more focused on the strikes. Rhea Ripley, the same thing as Rhea Ripley. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. With a roll-up pinfall on Mia Yim, showing off some impressive agility there. Typically, she's more known for her strikes and her power, but also here tonight, Rhea Ripley is showing that she has some agility in her offense as she goes up against Mia Yim now, who is trying to build herself up here. Both women with the forearm strikes to one another. Rhea Ripley goes for another strike, however, instead Mia Yim with the kick right to the gut. And this is exactly what Mia Yim loves to do. She likes to use those brutal kicks to get the job done. Okay, that fancy footwork, but Rhea Ripley now showing off that power I was just mentioning. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. They're launching Mia Yim into the air and taking her down. However, Yim, oh wait a second, goes for a running boot. Rhea Ripley, however, having it well scouted as Yim gets taken down there. Okay, the leg of Mia gets taken down. Now she goes for a drop kick, and oh my god, Rhea Ripley catching her before the double stomp there. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. You gotta think Bianca Belair is watching this one very closely. Sure, she has that history with Mia Yim, but she doesn't know particularly too much about Rhea Ripley. But also, you gotta think Bianca Belair, she just wants to know who she's fighting at NXT TakeOver the End. As Mia Yim uses those ropes to her advantage. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. Okay, pressing the boot to the lower back of Rhea Ripley. Right now as Ripley, oh, with that boot right to the face. And the cover there. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count following the big boot. Rhea Ripley has proven just how impressive she is since joining NXT to battle in this grueling tournament. Oh, however, Mia Yim, we also know, is an incredibly grueling competitor right now. As now, look at that package powerbomb. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. Mia Yim and Rhea Ripley, two incredible competitors, showing off with what they're worth here in NXT, and perhaps saying, hey, okay, we know that we are two of the best female competitors in NXT, and we both want to be on that final TakeOver event, but you also got to think they both want to prove to the upper management here in the WWE that they should be on the main roster following this NXT run, as now Mia Yim, oh, wait a second, runs off the ropes, bounces off of him, into the dive to the outside, my God! And Rhea Ripley now gets taken down, and Mia Yim, this blue-haired warrior off the suicide dive, goes for the cover. Could she be going to take over the end here? 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. She does not win the matchup, not quite yet anyways, as Rhea Ripley gets the shoulder up. Okay, Mia Yim here tonight in the black, blue, and hint of white attire. Rhea Ripley in basically all black. Throws Mia into the corner. As these two women are battling here. Of course, following this one, it's going to be Matt Riddle versus Keith Lee. Main event. You're not going to want to miss it. As Mia Yim gets sent into the mat. 1, 2. No, and again, only a 2 count. Gets the shoulder up. Okay, I can't even say anything without these two women just immediately drawing my attention back into the matchup with another high-octane and explosive maneuver. Rhea Ripley showing off that agility once again. Top rope Frankensteiner. As now Rhea and Mia still battling. As now she goes for a punch. Oh, but instead she gets caught with the forearm. However, now it's Mia who gets caught, and now back and forth strikes, reversal after reversal. Oh, and then underneath the feet by Mia Yim. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count there. As now, there you see Mia Yim. She sees this as an opportunity, perhaps. Kick right to the gut. Rhea Ripley. Oh, however, catching her there with the punch. And now back and forth once again. The strikes by both women. And then a big boot there connecting. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. As these two women just keep battling back and forth. And oh my god. Mia Yim going low. Rhea Ripley having it scouted with a kick right to the face. However, now she grabs her there. Takes her down once again. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count there. Full Nelson belly to back suplex. But it wasn't enough to keep Mia Yim down permanently. As Yim with a kick right to the gut. And another kick for good measure. Showing off those educated feet here. And now she isn't done. What in the hell is this, though? Mia Yim seems to have something in mind here. Rhea Ripley trying to fight back right now. But Yim now up on the top. As she plants those elbows into the side of the head of Rhea Ripley. One, 2. No, and only a 2 count. Following the inverted Frankensteiner there. My god, these two women pulling out all the stops here to fight at TakeOver. And then a kick right to the head, taking down Rhea Ripley. Mia Yim, you can see. Okay, getting agitated here. And then goes for another kick, however. Rhea Ripley blocking it. Rhea Ripley blocking it. Wait a second. Wait a second. Riptide connecting. 1, 2. No, and now it's Mia Yim who kicks out. My god. I don't know what it's gonna take. I don't know what it's gonna take. As wait a second, Mia Yim, she just gets up. Mia Yim gets up, and now the clotheslines and a kick there, and Mia Yim trying to make a bit of a comeback here. Okay, she just gets up, following the riptide, but there you see Rhea with the running spear taking her down. As now, wait a second, Mia and Ripley battling now. Then another big boots. 1, 2. No, and again, only a 2 count there. As now these two women just keep going back and forth here. These back and forth strikes. Okay, I can't particularly say either woman has the upper hand here. Okay, every time you think it's Mia Yim, Rhea Ripley immediately takes control. And every time Rhea Ripley takes control, Mia Yim counters, throws her into the corner, just like that, with a knee right to the gut. And now, oh, look at this! A tarantula there connecting. The tarantula by Mia Yim. As Ripley gets up, and Yim, oh, goes for a backhand perhaps. However, oh, wait a second. Ripley out of nowhere connecting. 1, 2, 3. Rhea Ripley is going to take over the end. My God, what a back and forth fight we just witnessed between these two incredible competitors. Rhea Ripley and Mia Yim, what a fight. And Ripley, who only debuted a few episodes ago, is going on to the final NXT TakeOver event. And perhaps if she can pull out another impressive performance as we just saw her pull out here tonight with Mia Yim, she could. She just could defeat Bianca Belair and break that undefeated streak. Okay, taking not one but two riptides in order to defeat Mia Yim here tonight. Perhaps she can do it again at NXT TakeOver. Perhaps Rhea Ripley can beat none other than Bianca Belair. And oh God, wait a second. Speaking of, there you see her, Bianca Belair, staring down Rhea Ripley, her opponent for TakeOver. And now talking a bit of smack towards Ripley, who is calm and collected right now following a huge victory. Oh, and Bianca Belair with a punch to the face. Okay, trying to send a message before TakeOver the end as Belair gets taken down with a riptide. Rhea Ripley stands over Bianca Belair, and if she can do the same at TakeOver the end, she could break the streak. Rhea Ripley dominating this tournament and sending a message to Belair. And well, I can't help but share the same sentiments by Mark Henry. Okay, it's been an honor and a pleasure to call these incredible matches featuring these incredible main event worthy talents here in NXT. And if NXT is set to be the proving ground for the next generation of competitors, well then I have no fear for the next generation, as right now it's time for the main event of the evening. The final NXT main event before TakeOver the end. Okay, the final matchup in the illustrious history of this incredibly bi-weekly episodic program known as the Black and Gold brand NXT. That man right there, Matt Riddle, is looking to send a message to Ricochet, his now opponent for NXT TakeOver the end. However, another man looking to send a message is that man, the undefeated Keith Lee. Okay, both men fairly new competitors to the NXT roster, and both men have been on one hell of a hot streak. Okay, Keith Lee, he's beaten the likes of Bobby Lashley. He's beaten the likes of, well, basically everybody he's come in contact with. Like I said, he's undefeated. Okay, Matt Riddle as well. He's beaten a hell of a lot of tremendous competitors, such as, of course, Cassius Ohno. And right now, these two men are looking to dominate the final match in NXT history before TakeOver the end. But who will do it? Who will close out this final episode of NXT with a victory? Will it be Matt Riddle, the man who's going to be facing off against Ricochet at TakeOver the end? Or will it be Keith Lee, the man who will be facing Velveteen Dream for the NXT title? This is your main event. And my God, this could main event any pay-per-view in the world. And right now, it seems as though the crowd, perhaps a bit more behind Matt Riddle. However, I guarantee you, okay, judging by previous crowd reactions, Keith Lee is definitely a fan favorite as well. As now it's Keith Lee, the limitless Keith Lee, versus Matt Riddle. Keith Lee in the blue and gold. Matt Riddle, the white and blue. And of course, no shoes as well by Matt Riddle. In my opinion, Matt Riddle may have the technical advantage coming into this one. Okay, his devastating submission finisher, the Bro Mission, has tapped out seemingly every single person that he's ever put it on. Keith Lee, however, he has a dangerous combination of size, power, and, of course, that unbelievable agility. Matt Riddle, however, a bit more, perhaps, well-rounded than Keith Lee. Of course, a former MMA sensation, battling in the octagon, as now he's battling in the square circle. Keith Lee and Matt Riddle, however, in a lockup. As Keith Lee gets out of it, sees that is definitely Matt Riddle's, his speciality. As right now, Keith Lee shows off his speciality with those explosive moves. Okay, lifting up Matt Riddle as he goes to pick him up with the back suplex, but Riddle has it well scouted, taking down the big man. As now there you see that brutal knee strike. Okay, perhaps Matt Riddle does indeed have the striking advantage, as you can see here with the punches. And now the elbows by Riddle. As Keith Lee, he's trying to get up here. Matt Riddle goes for a kick. Keith Lee, however, gets taken down. And now look at this. Look at this. Gets taken down to the mat. And then the punches there. And Matt Riddle, I don't believe, has a lot of hatred towards Keith Lee. But he does realize, that he needs to keep Keith Lee down. He needs to continue with the strikes. As you can see there, the incredible speed of Riddle on display there with the quick punches right to the stomach, and then, off the middle turnbuckle there, takes him down with the senton. As now, wait a second, Keith Lee tries to go for a drop kick there, and you don't typically see a man of his size hit a maneuver quite like a drop kick, but there you go. Keith Lee, incredible agility before taking him down there. 1, 2, no, and only a 2 count following the impressive strike combination as Matt Riddle sits up now. Keith Lee, he gets up, and Riddle goes for a strike. Keith Lee, however, reverses, but now he can't get out of this. He can't get out of this, or perhaps he can with the boot right to the face. And now, there you see a forearm strike. As he sends Riddle over the top, and then, brings him back inside. Trying to play a bit of mind games, perhaps. As now he trips up Riddle, who tries to run towards him. As Keith Lee, oh my God! Using his incredible size to just crush Riddle there. As he goes for wraps. Goes for a takedown again. Off the top. But Matt Riddle having it scouted as he goes for his own melee strikes. Keith Lee, however, takes him down with the clothesline. And now it's all Keith Lee now. Let's see if he can continue the momentum as he wants him up. Matt Riddle, he's slow to get up, following the impressive action by both men. And oh my God, Keith Lee. splashing down. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. And you gotta just think about the tremendous size of Keith Lee just flying through the air, crashing down. Goes for a back suplex, however, he does. And this time, Matt Riddle once again has it scouted with the Bulldog. Okay, just imagine being in Matt Riddle's position with that raw size of Keith Lee coming down onto you. Is now, oh God, it's Matt Riddle who comes down onto Keith Lee. And now, Keith, he's down. Matt Riddle, he wants him up. And now, oh, he's the one that connects with the axe handle. Goes for the cover. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count following the running kick before the senton, the broton he calls it. As right now, Keith, he gets up. And there you see the fury of Keith Lee being expressed in these strikes. Is now, what is this? Oh, he takes him down, just lifts him up, and then, oh my God, the size of Keith Lee. Once again crashing into the body of Matt. And the cover. 1, 2. No, and again, only a 2 count. Riddle kicking out. And Riddle, now he gets up. And you can see the fury on his face with a kick right to the head. A kick right to the head. And now those vicious punches, we've seen it before. And perhaps we may see it for the last time in NXT. The Bro Mission. The Bro Mission. He's got the hole locked in here. However, Keith Lee, with the punches, gets out of it. Keith Lee somehow gets out of the Pro Mission here. I can barely talk right now. However, Keith Lee and Matt Riddle are still fighting. And there you see Riddle following the Bro Mission, following the escape by Keith Lee, realizing that he needs to continue the pressure, and that's exactly what he's doing. Bouncing off the ropes, but again he gets sent down into the mat. But Keith Lee realizes as Matt Riddle gets up, he's trying to fight through the pain, but he gets taken down again. And Keith Lee now, basking in his own glory, trying to continue the fight. Oh, but Keith Lee, however, gets a kick, and then another one for good measure. And there you see the educated feet of Matt Riddle on display. Okay, his feet's so educated, he doesn't even wear shoes. And right now, Matt Riddle, lifting up the big man, seems to have something in mind, not entirely sure. Oh, with an uppercut there, right to the face of Keith Lee. And Riddle now, oh, what in the hell? What the hell is this? Oh my God! Of course, we've seen Randy Orton in NXT before. 1, 2. No, and only a 2 count. We've seen Randy Orton battle Ricochet here at NXT. And it seems as though Matt Riddle was watching as a top rope RKO connects. You can hear the crowd with the RKO chants following that top rope cutter. And yet Keith Lee somehow kicking out. Of course, Riddle not particularly a master of the cutter. Not usually in his repertoire. However, right now, Matt Riddle gets taken down there by Keith Lee. And now Keith Lee bounces him off the ropes. Matt Riddle, however, oh, he's still running, but he gets caught. There you see, Keith Lee takes him down. 1, 2, 3. No, and he kicks out of the Spirit Bomb. Oh my God, what a fight between these two. As Keith Lee here hitting him with the Spirit Bomb, and yet Matt Riddle somehow still fighting. Somehow still fighting, following the rebound Spirit Bomb. And Keith, oh, there you see now, basking in his own glory, of course, feeling the support of the crowd, the adulation of this audience. As now, oh, he goes for a punch. Keith Lee, however, reverses, hits him with a punch right to the face. Oh my God, and then there you see leaping over the top rope. He leaps over the top rope like a damn cruiserweight. And now, oh God, there you see bouncing off the ropes, and then, oh my God, sends Matt Riddle into the air, launching him there. And my God, if you ever wanted to see just a few moves that proves why Keith Lee is so dangerous, look no further than him just jumping over, leaping over the top rope like a cruiserweight before launching his opponent Matt Riddle into the air. Of course, like a super heavyweight. As now, wait a second. Matt Riddle, he sees the danger. He sees the danger, trying to fight back with those strikes. Okay, the palm strikes to the chest. And now, oh, wait a second. He doesn't look to be done. He doesn't look to be done. And once again, the bro mission. This time out of nowhere, he takes him down. And now, will he keep him down permanently with the second bro mission? But Keith Lee fighting back. Matt Riddle, the submission specialist here in NXT, trying to fight back as he sends Keith Lee over the top rope. And now, he wants him up. He seems to have something in mind. Matt Riddle, wait a second, goes to the outside. Oh, and connecting there. With the moonsault there, showing off his agility, perhaps sending a message to Ricochet, perhaps saying, hey, I can be a bit agile when I want to as well. However, now, Keith Lee, he's trying to fight back, and Matt Riddle, perhaps having him rock there with the kick right to the gut before the running knee, right to the jaw. As now Matt goes for the cover here, 1, 2, following the running knee, but Keith Lee gets the shoulder up. My God, both of these men putting on a clinic here in NXT. However, a punch right to the gut. And then a forearm strike. Nope, changes his mind. As now, wait a second. Matt Riddle stops him there, bro. To sleep. 1, 2, 3. No, and again a kick out. Bro to sleep into the German, and yeah, the match is continuing. The match is somehow freaking continuing as Keith Lee, look at him here, takes him down. 1, 2, 3. Keith Lee going to take over the end as the challenger for the championship, and he is going with a huge amount of momentum. My God, what a match. Okay, jeez, there's so many highlights in this back and forth fight here. The final match in NXT history, and my God, what a match. Of course, TakeOver the end. Keith Lee versus Velveteen Dream is scheduled to be the true final match in NXT history. However, for its bi-weekly episodic series, Keith Lee and Matt Riddle, one hell of a battle and one hell of a final bout in the history of this tremendous show that's held so many great moments and has shown the rise of both Riddle and Lee. You can hear tonight the crowd in full support of NXT. You can hear the NXT chants echoing throughout the Full Sail building here that houses NXT, that's always housed NXT, as Matt Riddle walks up with the crowd with that famous chant of NXT.